You know that moment, don't you? You're reading something, listening, maybe just sitting quietly, and then bam, a truth just hits you.
Oh, yeah.
Something so clear, so profound, it feels like it rearranges everything inside. And there's this immediate, like, undeniable urge to tell someone, to share it, you know?
Yeah, to shout it from the rooftops, almost. It feels
Like,
huge.
exactly, like a breakthrough, and you just want everyone else to get it too.
It's a really powerful feeling, that clarity.
Yeah.
But what if some of the ancient wisdom from different traditions actually whispers something completely different about those big insights?
Different how?
Like, what if the real secret to actually integrating that truth, to really making it part of you, isn't about talking, but about, well, keeping your mouth shut?
Okay, keep it quiet.
Yeah.
Let's unpack this because that sounds counterintuitive.
It does, doesn't it?
So today, we're really diving deep into this fascinating idea, the power of silence. We've looked at sources from Stoicism, Eastern texts, even some modern psychology, to explore why some truths might be so, I guess, sacred or potent that they need protection.
Protection not just from other people maybe misunderstanding, but maybe even from our own eagerness to just explain them away too soon.
Huh. Okay. So our mission here is to understand why the silence isn't about hiding something, but maybe more about, mastery, deep transformation.
Exactly. That's the core idea we're exploring.
You know, I think for a lot of us, you reach a point where just gathering more knowledge, reading another book, hearing another lecture, it kind of stops filling that void, you know?
Stop sitting in the spot.
Yeah. You start sensing that maybe some answers aren't out there, but are actually, like, echoing inside you already.
Right.
And when you connect with one of those truths, something that really shifts your perspective, that urge to share, it's just so natural.
It is natural. And, you know, some psychologists might say that's the mind trying to get validation for its big aha moment.
Well, yeah. Okay. Seeking validation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But what often isn't said is that speaking too early, before you've really sat with it, can sometimes just be, well, a subtle form of ego.
Ego, how so?
We might talk because deep down we want to be seen. We want that pat on the back, the acknowledgement for what we've uncovered.
Right. Look what I figured out.
Exactly. But wisdom, as someone like Epictetus might point out, doesn't really thrive on external validation. It grows in the quiet.
In stillness.
Yeah, in stillness, and testing it out in your own life. And most importantly, actually living through that truth day by day.
And this is where it gets really interesting, I think, because it just flies in the face of our modern impulse, right? We broadcast everything.
Instantly. Social media, conversations, we're almost conditioned to share every little flicker of insight.
So what is the core of this ancient wisdom, then? What's the counter message?
It's remarkably consistent across different traditions, actually. It basically whispers, keep your mouth shut. Yeah, not because the truth is bad or needs to be hidden away, but because some insights, especially the deep ones, they lose their potency if you speak them too soon.
Lose potency? What? Can you give an example? How does that actually happen?
Okay, think of these truths like the tiny thoughts you've just planted.
Okay.
You wouldn't dig them up the sec they sprout to show everyone the little green shoot, would you?
No, of course not. You'd kill it.
Right. You let it take root, you protect it, shield it, give it time to get strong underground first. Or another way to think about it, maybe from some Eastern perspectives, is that truth can be like carrying a live coal, like fire.
Fire. Okay.
If your hands aren't strong enough yet, if you haven't built up the capacity to hold it, you could burn yourself. Or you could even burn others accidentally.
I see. So speaking too soon is like...
It's like pouring, say, a really precious tea into a cracked cup. It just leaks out. It's lost before it can actually nourish anyone, including yourself.
Yeah.
The container, your own readiness, matters a lot.
So, okay, if I'm getting this right, silence isn't just about protecting the truth from getting watered down.
No, not just that.
It's fundamentally about protecting you and your own sort of fragile connection to it at first.
Precisely. Spot on. That first flash, that ha-ha moment, it's rarely the full picture. It's not the complete transformation.
So it's just the beginning.
It's just the beginning of a much deeper internal practice. And your words, they carry energy, right? But also responsibility. So if you start talking about things you haven't really lived yet, things you haven't integrated into your being, it's like trying to draw a map of a country you've only seen once from a distance.
The map's going to be wrong.
It's going to be wrong.
Yeah.
The lines won't be right, the scale's off,
Right.
and anyone who tries to follow that map they're likely to get lost.
Okay, so this is what you mean by the discipline of silence. It's a protection.
Yes, a crucial one.
It gives your mind, your body, that vital time to actually catch up and align with what your spirit or your deeper self now understands. It's about letting that wisdom sink in, really root itself in how you act every day, your habits, your character, ultimately.
Exactly right. Because until your daily actions actually start to reflect that breakthrough, it often just remains a thought. A really interesting thought, maybe, but still just a thought.
And thoughts are?
Thoughts are delicate things. They get shaped not just by us, but by how the world reacts when we voice them.
Ah, okay. External feedback can distort it.
It absolutely can. And this highlights something important.
Yeah.
Real evolution, deep change, it's often silent.
Silent?
Yeah, it happens in those quiet moments. When you choose discipline over that instant desire, when you walk away from drama instead of jumping in, or when you just sit with discomfort instead of immediately trying to escape it.
Those moments.
Those are the moments that forge something solid inside you, unshakable.
You know, one of the things that really jumped out at me from the material we looked at was this idea that sharing a really powerful insight with someone who just isn't ready for it
Yeah.
can actually put your own growth at risk. It's fascinating.
It's a critical point because you're essentially handing over something really sacred, something precious to you, to someone who just cannot grasp its weight or its value.
Yeah.
They don't have the context or the openness.
So what happens?
They might doubt it. They might laugh at it, dismiss it entirely. And if you're not yet solid in that knowing, if your clarity is still new, their rejection or even just their blank stare, it can make you question yourself. It can start to unravel that clarity you just found.
I can see that. And there's often that pain and awakening people talk about, isn't there?
Yes, definitely.
You start seeing things differently, things others don't see. Your values shift. Maybe you outgrow friendships or environments.
Right. Big shifts.
And in that shift, there's often a real loneliness.
A profound loneliness sometimes.
And that loneliness just begs for expression, doesn't it? It tempts you to try and prove how much you've changed, to make them understand. I felt that.
It's such a common human experience in growth. And it makes you ask, well, why do other people react negatively sometimes?
Yeah, why?
From a psychological angle, sometimes people might unconsciously feed off your uncertainty to feel better about their own comfort zone. Your growth can feel like a mirror to their own stagnation. Your clarity might highlight their confusion. So the challenge you get, it's not always because you're wrong. Sometimes it's because they don't want you to be right. Because that would mean they might have to change.
Wow. Okay, so if your own roots aren't deep enough yet.
You'll wobble.
Yeah.
That external pressure can really shake you.
And this can happen even with people we love, right?
Yeah.
Family, close friends.
Oh, absolutely. Especially them sometimes. You desperately want them to wake up with you, to see what you see, to grow too.
Of course.
But transformation just can't be forced. It has to be chosen from the inside. It's like, you know that analogy.
Yeah.
A butterfly can't make a caterpillar transform.
Right.
It can only be a butterfly. It just flies, showing the possibility. Trying to force insights on people who aren't ready. It's like trying to plant seeds in concrete.
Just won't work. Waste of seeds.
Total waste. And there's also, maybe, a subtle arrogance we can fall into.
How so?
Believing it's somehow our job to awaken everyone else. It really isn't. No matter how true your insight feels to you, it just cannot land where there's no openness, no genuine curiosity.
So if they're not ready to listen, truly listen.
Your words will just fall flat. Or worse, sometimes they'll get twisted, mocked, even used against you. It's just not a good use of your energy.
Okay. So silence then, it's like wisdom's ally.
Beautifully put, yes.
It's not abandoning the truth, but honoring it, saying this is sacred, this needs time.
Exactly.
So how does that restraint, that holding back, actually build power inside? It seems passive, but you're saying it builds power.
It's a key distinction. Think about strength versus power. Strength is often the ability to do something to exert force.
Okay.
But real power, especially inner power, is often about knowing when not to act, when not to speak.
Knowing when not to.
Yeah. True power tends to be quiet. It's composed. It doesn't need to shout or seek attention because it has this deep internal knowing of what it is. It's self-contained.
Okay, but what does that look like day to day, in practice?
Well, this kind of restraint, it doesn't mean weakness at all. It means you've actually trained yourself.
Trained yourself how?
Trained yourself to resist that immediate, impulsive urge to react. to jump in, to speak, to correct someone, to dominate the conversation.
Mm.
It means you can sit in silence, keep your cool, even when someone says something provoking. You can allow someone else to be wrong without needing to jump in just to make your ego feel good.
That's hard, though.
It is hard. But the second you feel that burning need to prove yourself, you've basically put your own sense of value into their hands.
Right.
And that's not power. That's insecurity dressed up as confidence.
Okay, this is where it gets really potent for me.
Yeah.
This discipline, this holding back, it actually sharpens your own insight.
Profoundly. Yeah. Think about it. Every time you consciously choose not to react unnecessarily, not to explain when it isn't needed, you're sort of, metaphorically, training your inner warrior.
Okay.
You become more aligned, more precise in your own understanding and how you move through the world. Instead of scattering your energy outwards, trying to convince everyone, you channel it inwards. You use it to refine yourself, to deepen your own connection to that truth.
So your awareness gets clearer.
And exponentially deeper. You start to see things with real clarity, like who actually deserves your energy and who doesn't, who's genuinely open and who's just not ready, what's real and what's just noise or illusion.
And that clarity becomes your guide.
It becomes your compass.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It guides your actions from a place of real intention, not just knee-jerk reactions or desperation. And that is where deep transformation really happens.
When your life stops being just reacting.
Exactly. And starts becoming a deliberate, conscious expression of your own deepest truth.
It makes me think of, like, the greatest martial artists. You see them, and their strength isn't just about the physical moves, is it?
Not at all.
It's so much about their ability to just observe, to wait, to find that absolutely precise moment to act.
Yes. They're calm, they're grounded, often silent, radiating that inner power you mentioned.
So, okay, if you choose this path, if you live your truth more silently, letting it work on you, what's the outcome? How does this actually impact the people around you if you're not explaining it all the time?
Well, when you hold back from constantly talking about your insights, you give them room to actually work on you, to shape your behavior.
Oh.
In lots of small ways, often barely noticeable at first. How you wake up, how you really listen when someone else is talking, how you find yourself walking away from drama or negativity that used to hook you.
The small shifts.
These are the real signs of transformation. They don't make a big fuss, they don't demand attention, but they're undeniable to anyone paying attention.
And people will feel that, won't they? Even
Yeah.
if they can't put their finger on it.
Absolutely. They'll sense a change, a different kind of gravity about you maybe, a quiet presence, a solidity.
So your presence does the talking.
Your presence does the talking for you. Your energy, your actions, even your silence, they end up speaking far louder than any words you could have used prematurely. It's like nonverbal proof.
And this is how real change spreads then.
This is how transformation resonates, not by force, not by argument, but through resonance. You embody your truth so fully, so quietly, that it radiates. It becomes magnetic in a way. And those who are truly ready, those who are meant to rise to that level of understanding, they'll feel the pull.
And they'll come to you.
They'll come. Not to argue, usually, not to debate, but with a genuine openness, ready to learn.
And that's the moment. That's when your words actually land.
That's the moment. When someone asks, truly asks, from that place of openness, of readiness, then the door is unlocked.
And you won't need to convince them.
No need at all. You'll simply speak your truth, and the words will land. They'll have weight, clarity, impact. Precisely because you waited, because you embodied it first.
Wow. So, thinking about all this, what does it really mean for you listening right now? In this world that seems to demand we broadcast everything, every thought, every win, this offers a really different way.
It really does. Silence, in this sense, it isn't empty. It's actually the presence of mastery.
It's a presence master.
It's the container for your strength, your depth, your insight. It becomes your boundary, your meditation, your guard against all the noise out there.
So maybe the deepest secrets, the truths that really change us, were never meant to be shouted from the rooftops after all.
Maybe they were meant to be lived silently.
Yeah.
Completely, with that deep commitment to inner alignment.
Live, not just spoken.
Exactly. So maybe, in a world that seems obsessed with speaking, choose the discipline of listening more, truly listening. In a world addicted to noise, maybe choose the courage of finding stillness. And in a world that seems desperate to be seen, maybe choose the quiet, powerful path of simply becoming.
Let your life be the proof.
Let your life be the proof of what you know.
Let your actions echo the lessons. And let your silence, let it teach louder than your voice ever could.
That right there is true power.